What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we are talking about February's events. Now, there are not a ton of them to talk about, mainly because, well, Chinese New Year and Valentine's Day are going to be happening on the same week, and Chinese New Year is typically a 2-week event. So, we also have February being the shortest month of the entire year. How many days we got this year? 29. So we actually have 29 days this year, not 28. So yeah, we have essentially what? Actually, we do have 5 events starting because today is the first. So this is the first event starting this week that we talked about earlier today. And actually the 29th is the last day of the month, and that's on a Thursday as well. So technically our events start in the same month. But as far as special events go, there's only going to be really one, and that is going to be Chinese New Year starting on February 9th. Let's jump into the preview. Let's talk about what this weekend is going to entail and follow up with the week after that, which is going to be the actual Chinese New Year preview and all the special events. Hopefully they're good. Let's jump right into it and talk about it. So as far as the information we see right here, you can tell there's not much to it. If we zoom in here and we take a look, starting tomorrow, or actually tonight once we get the update, we will have the next Celestial Force War. I think it's probably one of the least cared about events, special events we've seen, just because if you get stuck in like one of the middle spots, it really sucks. However, this is a great way to get contract starry gems on your free to play account. So yes, maybe next week's actual events are geared towards spenders and they have chances to get Prism Starry Gems. However, Force War is the perfect best opportunity if you are a free-to-play player to try as hard as you can, get as best of a score you can, and hope your team can get a good ranking, because getting those extra contract starry gems is really important. I think if I actually just jump on over and I show you guys what we have on our free-to-play account, this is mostly due to the fact that we started during the last Celestial Force War. And if you take a look into, I mean, completely free to play, only 1 month in the game, we have 1100 contract starry gems already. This is going to be really important for you guys to participate in and save up resources, because you really want to try to get sublimation chests, core of origin chests, whatever you can during Soul Awakening galas. However, if you're completely in the early game, you probably want to hold on to these until a Soul Awakening session. Go for the 200 point mark, and that should hopefully get you guys a B+ copy to use, which might be your first giant killer. You never know. So that is the important part about Force War. Next up, we of course have a new Transcendence hero coming during the Chinese New Year. That is going to be the Transcendence hero of the Dark hero that we just had, Patricia. Also a new skin with her as well. So again, if we jump on over and take a look, the newest hero in the game was Patricia. She was a dark hero. She was a ranger. And I'm honestly optimistic for this hero. Heck, she's playing, if you ever notice, she's literally playing around with like infinity stones. I'm hoping she's going to be an actual damage dealer ranger, because as far as rangers go in Transcendence faction, most of them have been relegated to the kind of support hero role. I mean, even way back to Scarlet Queen Halora, that's a ranger right there. The next ranger was, yep, again, Mystic Fairy Freya, plays the role of a support hero. If we can continue further than that, I guess Doppelganger Natalia also does damage, but she's usually slotted on your account as a support hero that can do damage. You're a warrior, right? Yeah, warrior, assassin. So it should be interesting to see what Patricia can do. I'm really hoping she can be a damage dealer. As we've already seen, last month we did a ton of different testings on Patricia. If you didn't see what those look like, go check them out. But I'm optimistic to see what her Transcendence version actually looks like. If somehow, some way, the Transcendence version still uses Afterimage wings, that could be pretty interesting. Now, the last part is, of course, that is during Chinese New Year, which is why we have this little icon here. If you guys haven't seen already, we've already put out a couple different videos previewing what to expect from the Chinese New Year event. So I'm not going to go ahead and do that again here, but just beware that it is going to be most likely a 2-week event. And during the event, we will have Valentine's Day as well, because technically Valentine's Day is February 14th, which is the Wednesday after this starts. It's 5 days after, so it will be during the same events. I'm hoping that Chinese New Year ends up being one of the best events we've seen in a couple years. Really gives people a good payoff for using heroic trolls, and hopefully there's a really good daily login reward of heroic trolls for newer accounts as well, like our free to play account. So that is the Chinese New Year event. That's everything else, but that's not everything that's coming in the month of February. So two things you'll see down the bottom here is we should be getting more gameplay updates, and we should be getting function optimizations. Now let's talk about function optimizations first. That typically means quality of life updates, potentially more reward systems, revamping old reward systems. And if we're talking about what we're used to seeing in game here, the function optimizations, in my opinion, might potentially be additional glory challenge stuff, maybe more achievements. One thing we might also see is like more revamps of old shops. Maybe there are some, like the lucky coin shop, that really could use an update. Maybe even the arena store, heck, even the dragon scale score could use an update. So that is what I'm expecting, is better quality of life features, better updates, things that don't take as long. That hopefully becomes something really good when we're talking about the function updates for February. Now, last but certainly not least is the gameplay updates. So we've seen a lot of updates in the past month. Usually these come out on TapTap in the first week or so. Either we're going to get them very early on as well, or we're going to get them after Chinese New Year, is what I'm feeling like. Because if we again look into the game and see what we got, if we jump on over to our main server right here where we have everything unlocked, I could see a couple things happening. But nothing really in the Void campaign. As far as chapter 7 goes, like, I mean, we might get a chapter 8. There's 11 people that got it done. Most of us are stuck way back here. What I do hope happens, if they do release something like a chapter 8 sooner rather than later, I hope they nerf chapter 7 like they did with chapter 6. Once chapter 7 came out, chapter 6 became much easier and gives you the progression. That would be cool. I don't imagine we're going to see anything new in Void Horde, really. As far as Hollow mode goes, maybe, but like at least nobody that I know is. Well, actually people did get to chapter 5. Man, I'm behind. I need to get going on this. I've been slacking. We got to get through chapter 5 now. Maybe a chapter 6 comes out. I don't know. I highly doubt we get any more Void bosses though. That would be the nice thing. I honestly don't know if we'll get above 300 in Purgatory either. I could see a couple things happening. One, I could see an expansion of Tower of Dream, and number two, honestly, I feel like we might see an expansion of Void Vortex up to the next tier, because a lot of people have been done with Overseer for quite a while, honestly, probably like the whole leaderboard. So if there's any game mode that could use like an update, it is most likely Void Vortex, and that would potentially give us more rewards. And on top of that, that would give everybody more gems. And when I mean a lot more gems, like a ton more gems. You can see how much you're getting for all these tiers. It's only going to go even higher and higher in the future, so that would be cool. I don't know if we're ever going to see any expansions on Void Arc anymore in Void Tree, but any type of updates that are gameplay related are cool. Just please give us more rewards, let us play the game faster, let us do things faster, and I'll be happy. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys are interested though, we'll be having more information coming to you guys as soon as the gameplay and function updates hit TapTap. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time.